Alright guys, I know it's been a while since I ever made a video. It's been what, 8 months, but today I really have a concern that I want to speak with you guys about GTA 6 physical copies and pre-ordering, especially speak to you guys from a consumer's perspective, a person who just likes Rockstar and the games that they produce. I just really have an issue. There's a really big, issue, especially Rockstar is getting backlash from friends concerning GTA 6, and I want to ask you guys, is it possible that it might be just a mistake to pre-order GTA 6 right now on your PlayStation 5? Well, that's today's video. Let's talk about it. Alright, so it's no secret. Literally everyone and their grandma is literally rushing to pre-order GTA 6 on the PlayStation 5. But right now, I think it might be a massive mistake, especially if you are living in South Africa. Here's the thing. GTA 6 is rumored to be well over 200 gigs, guys. Like, that is pretty much gonna be a big game, and I've not played any massive games like Call of Duty or anything like that, but I've seen them that they are quite heavy, right? Especially when you consider that the physical disc might not be able to hold that much data, so it makes sense that they are going with a digital download. But let's get into that. Because there is no disc, everyone actually is worried about downloading the entire game from scratch. And if you're in South Africa, you might know that, or you should know that, if you're running on an uncapped high-speed fiber, downloading at 200 gigs on a, well, not so high speed of our internet on launch day is going to take you days. So pre-ordering a standard physical copy just to get a code on day one is, I don't know guys, kind of pointless. But anyway, here's the secret. Rockstar doesn't want you guys to actually know right now. Insiders have leaked that Rockstar has plans to release a real physical copy or physical disc version in a few weeks or months after launch. So probably like no December. There will be a month later after the release, and people have played it and gotten comfortable a bit with GTA 6. So they are intentionally doing a digital only launch first to stop stories, spoilers leaking early from retailers, warehouses. And if you want to just wait a few weeks, you can buy a real disc that you can actually own. But there's something that I really have a concern with that thing, guys. And the standard game is priced at $80. We know that. And the ultimate edition is priced at $100. So obviously, if you're in America, 100. If you want to get the ultimate edition, you have to spend just an extra $20, which I don't know how expensive that might be for you, but for me in South Africa, the $80 one is literally just 1.5, which is quite expensive. But then the ultimate edition is 1,900, which is actually around the price budget that I was planning, which my budget was like 200,000. But still, that is expensive. But for a game like GTA 6 that doesn't only come out every year like FIFA or other games like Call of Duty, it's a game that is literally the most hyped and anticipated game in the world, and we know they produce quality. So I'm saying, guys, for $100, I think it's understandable. For GTA, I'm able to make a compromisation for that game, only because we know that Rockstar does deliver, guys. It does deliver. So any other games that might be trying to push that same narrative, I don't know, man. You're not gonna win me there. I'll just wait for when it goes on sale. And also fans are really having issues about GTA 6 and the pre-orderings. As you can see with the screenshots, people are really concerned. So paying that much for a digital license that can technically be revoked by Sony or Rockstar at any time is a massive consumer risk. It kind of comes to that point where that saying, you will own nothing and you will be happy, reminds me of some other person used that statement and was like, you will own nothing and be happy. Literally, I'm waiting for that will be happy part to kick in. But anyway, guys, these are my concerns, and I really want to talk to you guys to know how you feel about this, because when we look at the game from this perspective, that is gonna cost $80, $100, and there's no physical disc, you gotta think about it like this, guys. It makes sense because, well, GTA 6 is gonna be a heavy game. Games are not like back in the days when it would just cost you a few, where it would cost a few gigs, right? And it could be actually all the data could be loaded in the physical copy, right? But nowadays games actually are way more big. You got to consider the graphical enhancements, the all of these other things, right? So it makes sense. But now my problem is that if we're not getting a physical disc, that makes it hard for fans to be able to resell and lend the game, the physical copy to their friends. Like if you're like for me guys, back when the PlayStation 3 was a thing, you would be able to lend your friend the game, and maybe let's just say a physical copy of Call of Duty, right? You would be able to do that, or GTA, for instance. We could do that, but now with GTA 6 and the new industry revolution of getting digital only downloads, it doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to do that. So imagine if you want to sell that game one day off to maybe your Facebook marketing or whatever, eBay. You can't do that anymore. Or you want to lend it to a friend so they can play it, you can't do that. So it's, I don't know, guys, it's something else. But I understand that they're trying to make sure that they protect us from getting spoilers and leaks, but also not getting a physical disc. And if we are getting, when imagine you're going to the store, you already bought GTA 6 digitally, and now you're going to the store to buy the physical. It's like you're buying the game two times. And then if you're going with the narrative of actually buying it from the store, you're just getting a physical copy to download the digital game at the end of the day. And well, let's hope that there's a map inside, because then that would be a little bit, scummish of Rockstar. But anyway, guys, these are my thoughts, and I want to know, what do you think? Drop down what what you think in the comments. I want to hear. I want to discuss, guys. I really want to discuss, especially if you're from South Africa. How do you feel, guys? Because me personally, I'm just gonna order the digital disc. I'm not gonna pre-order it, that's for sure, because, well, I don't have a PlayStation 5, but for now. But yeah, me personally, I understand what they're doing. I understand that digital's the way nowadays, and then yeah. So I understand. The only thing that I'm just not happy with is that not being able to have a physical copy on day launch. You have to wait a month, and all these other things. So yeah. Anyway, have the rest of a great day, guys. Enjoy your time, day, evening, night, yeah, whatever.
Oh, you love me so.